Abstract African face wall art is more than decoration. It is a powerful visual language that carries identity, memory, spirituality, and artistic freedom. In modern interiors, these artworks stand as symbols of culture transformed through contemporary design. Welcome to Hope Tube, where today we explore the meaning, craftsmanship, and interior impact of abstract African face wall art, an art form that blends ancient African heritage with modern abstraction. African face art has existed for centuries through masks, carvings, and sculptures. Today, artists reinterpret these forms into abstract wall art that speaks to both tradition and modern aesthetics. The result is artwork that feels timeless, emotional, and deeply expressive. The symbolism of the African face. In African art, the human face is not just a portrait. It represents ancestry, spirituality, strength, protection, and connection to the unseen world. Abstract African face wall art removes realistic detail and focuses on essence. Elongated features, simplified forms, bold lines, and expressive geometry allow emotion to take priority over realism. Eyes may be exaggerated or closed, symbolizing wisdom and inner vision. Faces may appear calm, powerful, or mysterious, reflecting balance between the physical and spiritual worlds. This symbolism makes abstract African face wall art deeply meaningful, even for viewers unfamiliar with African traditions. Abstract art as modern storytelling. Abstraction allows African face art to evolve without losing its soul. Instead of copying traditional masks, modern artists interpret feelings, rhythm, and cultural memory. Abstract forms invite viewers to engage emotionally. Each person may see something different: strength, peace, history, resilience, or identity. This open interpretation makes the artwork universal. In modern interiors, abstract African face wall art becomes a conversation between past and present, tradition and innovation. Materials used in African face wall art. Artists use a wide range of materials to create abstract African face wall art. Each material adds its own character and message. Wood is the most powerful and traditional choice. It connects directly to African carving heritage. The grain, texture, and imperfections give life to the face. Metal adds strength and modern edge. Welded steel, bronze tones, or mixed metals create bold, dramatic wall art. Mixed media pieces combine wood, metal, fabric, paint, and texture to reflect Africa's layered cultural identity. Natural finishes are often preferred to preserve authenticity, while black, earth tones, gold accents, and tribal patterns enhance visual impact. The role of texture and depth. Texture is essential in abstract African face wall art. Raised surfaces, carved lines, cracks, and layered elements create depth and presence. Unlike flat paintings, textured wall art interacts with light. Shadows shift throughout the day, giving the face a living quality. This depth makes abstract African face wall art ideal for interiors that value atmosphere, emotion, and storytelling. African face wall art in modern interiors. Abstract African face wall art fits beautifully into modern interior spaces. In living rooms, it becomes a strong focal point, expressing identity and cultural appreciation. In bedrooms, it creates calm, introspective energy. In offices and creative spaces, it inspires confidence, resilience, and originality. Hotels, galleries, and restaurants use African face wall art to communicate authenticity, heritage, and bold artistic vision. Its neutral colors and organic forms blend well with modern, minimalist, rustic, bohemian, and luxury interiors. Cultural respect and modern design. One of the most important aspects of abstract African face wall art is respect for cultural roots. True African-inspired art honors tradition without imitation. It does not stereotype, it interprets. Modern artists often study African history, symbolism, and carving techniques before creating abstract works. This approach preserves meaning while allowing creative freedom. When placed in interiors, this art reflects cultural appreciation rather than decoration alone. Emotional power of African face art. Abstract African faces often feel powerful even without detail. This power comes from balance, symmetry, rhythm, and expression. Viewers may feel calm, protected, inspired, or grounded. This emotional response is why African face wall art remains timeless. African face wall art in luxury and commercial spaces. Hotels, resorts, and high-end residences increasingly use abstract African face wall art to communicate identity and sophistication. In hotel lobbies, large African face installations convey strength, heritage, and authenticity. In restaurants and cultural spaces, they create atmosphere and storytelling. Corporate offices use African face wall art to inspire leadership, resilience, and originality. This art form bridges cultural depth with global design language, cultural appreciation, and responsibility. Modern designers and collectors must approach African face wall art with respect. True appreciation involves understanding symbolism, history, and meaning, not just visual appeal. Supporting authentic artists, ethical sourcing, and cultural storytelling ensures that African face wall art remains meaningful rather than decorative.